Yes, hi Shiji, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to OET Writing Live, presented by Tiju Academy, and this is Aishwarya here. All right, so we are meeting each other after a break. It's been 2 weeks that we didn't meet each other because we are having holidays in between. So I'm happy to see you people and thankful to you everyone for being here so that we could interact with each other as earlier. Hi Veena, good evening. Hi Bindu ma'am, as usual you're always here. Thank you for always being here. Hi Ben C. George, good evening. Tracy, Satish, Tessie, hi everyone. Hi everyone. Yes. Good evening. All right, so hi Anju, good evening. Happy to see you as well, Anju. Okay, so we were facing some sort of technical difficulties, technical glitches in the beginning. That's why we got delayed. But I know you people are waiting for our live classes every day, so that's why we thought of coming up with it, even if it is 15 minutes late. I hope you people will understand that. Hi Shija, good evening. Janet Jijo, good evening. Simi, Sudeep, Sandeep, good evening, everyone. All right. So, hi, Jaima, Dini, Matthew. Good evening. So, shall we begin our today's session? We already lost a couple of minutes in the beginning. Are you ready? So, if you people are ready, we can just directly go into our today's letter. Hi, Abby. Good evening. All right. So, are you guys ready? Shall we begin? All right. Yes. Yes, Marin, Chinju Gopal. Good evening, guys. So let's begin our today's letter. So, okay, yeah. So, as I always mention, thank you so much for being here, and I'm extremely grateful towards you people for your constant support and your participation during our all live classes. Okay, so let's begin our today's case note. So, I have come up with a case note, and we are going to have a detailed discussion regarding this particular case note, and along with you people, together with you people, we are going to develop it, not completely by step, so that basically I want you people to come up with it, you people to develop this particular letter. All right, so let's see the today's letter. That is Mary Claire, Miss, age 38. So according to this particular OET case note, the name of the patient is Mary Claire and the title says that is Miss. Okay, so my first question to you people, which all are can be the possible title when it comes to OET letter? Yes, Mary Claire. Which all can be the possible title for today's which all can be the possible titles for OET letter? Yes, what all can be the possible title? For example, the patient can be Miss. Yes, exactly. Miss can be a possible letter title. Then Mr. Mr. can be another possible title. Yes. Mrs. That is can be then another title. And the yes. So Miss, Mr., Mrs. These can be a possible title that you may come across in this particular OET case note. Yes. So when it comes to this particular case note, Mary Claire, age 38, Occupation says she is an administrator, and the marital status says that she is single. All right. And we already collected some basic information regarding the patient. പേഷ്യൻറ്റിനെ പറ്റി നമ്മൾ കുറച്ച് ബേസിക് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ കളക്ട് ചെയ്തു. Now directly go to the writing task. So it's important to collect some basic information regarding the patient, then move directly to the writing task. So when it comes to the writing task, here is the writing task. Using the information given in the case note, write a letter of referral to the admitting officer at the emergency department, Newtown Hospital. So using the information given in the case note, write a letter of referral to the admitting officer at the emergency department, Newtown Hospital. So my question to you, who is going to be our reader? ആരായിരിക്കും നമ്മുടെ ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ ഒരു ലെറ്ററിൻ്റെ reader? To the admitting officer at the emergency department, Newtown Hospital. Yes, Sarida, doctor can be a title for reader. But when it comes to patient, so നമുക്ക് പോസിബിൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ടൈറ്റിൽസ് ഏതൊക്കെയാണ്? മിസ്റ്റർ, മിസ്, മിസ്സസ് ആൻഡ് ഡോക്ടർ. ബട്ട് പേഷ്യൻറ്റിൻ്റെ ആസ്പെക്റ്റിൽ നമുക്ക് മോസ്റ്റ്ലി എന്ത് വരാറില്ല? ഡോക്ടർ ടൈറ്റിൽ വരാറില്ല. ബാക്കി മൂന്നെണ്ണമാണ് നമുക്ക് പേഷ്യൻറ്റിൻ്റെ ആസ്പെക്റ്റിൽ വരാറുള്ളത്. Okay, and when it comes to writing tasks, we are writing this letter to an admitting officer at the emergency department, Newtown Hospital. So ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് എന്തൊക്കെ മനസ്സിലായി? We understood who is going to be our reader. ആരാണ് നമ്മളുടെ reader എന്ന് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി. And who is going to be, what is going to be the purpose of the letter? എന്താണ് ഈ ലെറ്ററിൻ്റെ purpose എന്ന് നമ്മൾക്ക് identify ചെയ്യാം. So refer to emergency department for acute management and investigation. And with a query, the pneumonia is mentioned here. So നമ്മൾ ഈ ഒരു പേഷ്യൻറ്റിനെ, we are referring this patient to the emergency department for what purpose? For acute management and investigation. And what is his condition? With a query, pneumonia is there. So പേഷ്യൻറ്റിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ള basic information we collected from here, and we identify who's going to be our reader and what all are the purpose of this letter, that is acute management and investigation എന്ന് നമ്മളോട് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. And what is his condition? With a query, pneumonia is mentioned. Okay, now let's analyze this letter from the very beginning. All right, so the patient history says past history, asthma, hypertension, cholecystectomy, ankle fracture, depression, non-smoker. Asthma, hypertension, cholecystectomy, ankle fracture, depression, and he is a non-smoker. That is about his past history. And what all medication that he is taking? Ramipril 2.5 mg daily, paroxetine 20 mg daily, and fluticasone 250 2 puff daily. And Ventolin, that is salbutamol, 2 puff if required. These all are his past history. Past history asthma ഉണ്ട്, hypertension ഉണ്ട്, he had a cholecystectomy and an ankle fracture, he in depression, he is not a smoker, but medications ഏതൊക്കെ എടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്? Ramipril, paroxetine and fluticasone, Ventolin puffs എടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട് if required. Allergies nil. So this is about the basic history of the patient. Now let's get into the current situation, the presenting complaint. The history says 2-day history of runny nose, cough productive of yellow sputum, slight fever, VC but not short of breath. So avരുടെ 10th September 2014. The first visit is happening on 10th September 2014. 2-day history of running nose. Patient had a 2-day history of running nose, cough productive of yellow sputum, slight fever, VC ആണ് but not short of breath. Short of breath അല്ല. Asthma usually well controlled on preventer. So asthma under control ആണ് because he is already taking the medication fluticasone. And his examination says temperature 37.5, pulse 82, BP 120 per 80, respiratory rate is 12, obvious nasal conjunction is there, throat is red, ears normal, no increased work of breathing, no accessory muscle use, chest scattered wheeze, no crepitation. So examination, his vital examination, his temperature is mentioned there, pulse rate, BP and respiratory rate, and obvious nasal conjunction is there for the patient. Throat red ആണ്, ears are normal, no increased. So നമ്മൾ in case note, if you are finding something as normal or no increase with no, then you don't even need to look at that part. അപ്പോൾ നോ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് നോർമൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും നമ്മൾ കേസ് നോട്ടിൽ കാണുകയാണെങ്കിൽ you don't even need to look at that part. Chest scattered wheeze, no crepitations as well. So അങ്ങനെയുള്ള പാർട്ട് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാണ്, അത് റിമൂവ് ചെയ്യണം. Alright, so let's get into the next part. So this has happened on 10th September 2014. Now moving on to the assessment. Viral upper respiratory tract infection. So on 10th September we assess the patient and his assessment says viral upper respiratory tract infection. പേഷ്യൻറ്റിന് എന്തുണ്ട്, വൈറൽ അപ്പർ റെസ്പിറേറ്ററി ട്രാക്ക് ഇൻഫെക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്, ഇൻഫെക്റ്റീവ് എക്സർസബേഷൻ ഓഫ് ആസ്മയുടെ ഇൻഫെക്റ്റീവ് എക്സർസബേഷനും ഉണ്ട്. And the treatment provided is Ventolin 2 puff 4 hourly. Continue the preventer, medical certificate for work, review as required. So we provided the treatment on the basis of Ventolin 2 puff 4 hourly. Continue the preventer, and he was asked to continue his preventive medication, and the treatment was also provided in the form of Ventolin 2 puff 4 hourly kodikanu parnittunde. And the next visit happened on 12/9/2014. History: increasing shortness of breath and wheeze over last 24 hours. So on 12th September, the first visit was on 10th September and the second visit was on 12th September 2014. History: increasing shortness of breath, wheeze over last 24 hours, feeling feverish at times, minimal LOE sputum, short of breath on minimal exertion. So ഇയാൾക്ക് എന്തുണ്ട്, ഇൻക്രീസിങ് ഷോർട്ട്നെസ് ഓഫ് ബ്രെത്ത് ഉണ്ട്, വീസ് ഓവർ ലാസ്റ്റ് 24 hours ഉണ്ട്, ഫീലിംഗ് ഫീവറിഷ് അറ്റ് ടൈംസ്, ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് ഫീവറിഷ് ആയിട്ട് ഫീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, മിനിമൽ എലോയി സ്പ്യൂട്ടം ഉണ്ട്, ഷോർട്ട് ഓഫ് ബ്രെത്ത് ഓർ മിനിമൽ എക്സേർഷൻ. So minimal exertion varumbare he is feeling short of breath. SOB is there for the patient on his second visit. So moving on to the next part, and examination: temperature, pulse, BP, respiratory, throat red, ears normal, mild increased work of breathing, just widespread wheeze. So when it comes to his second visit, the vitals remains almost similar. There is variation in there, but the mild increased work of breathing is there. Chest widespread wheezing is there. Assessment says infective exacerbation of asthma. Symptoms get worse, and the treatment is amoxicillin 500 mg, prednisol 25 mg daily, and continue 4 hourly Ventolin and preventer. So second visit he came with increased symptoms, worsened symptoms, and we have done the examination and assessment revealed the condition get worsened, and the treatment was also provided. Moving on to 13/9/2014, 10 a.m. History: more short of breath today despite prednisol and antibiotics, feeling feverish and unwell. So today his condition got really worse, and he was, despite taking the medicine എടുത്തിട്ടും at condition എന്താണ്, worsened ആണ്, feeling feverish and unwell. He was feeling quite feverish and unwell. And examination: short of breath at rest, respiratory rate 25, obvious accessory muscle use and increased work of breathing, short of breath at rest. റെസ്റ്റിലും അവർ എന്താണ്, ഷോർട്ട് ഓഫ് റെസ്റ്റ് ആണ്. റെസ്പിറേറ്ററി റേറ്റ് എത്രയുണ്ട്, 25 ഉണ്ട്. ഒബ്വിയസ് ആക്സസറി മസിൽ യൂസ് ആൻഡ് ഇൻക്രീസ്ഡ് വർക്ക് ഓഫ് ബ്രീതിങ്. അപ്പോൾ അയാൾക്ക് ഒബ്വിയസ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഇൻക്രീസ് വെൻ ബ്രീതിങ് ഹി വാസ് യൂസിങ് ഹിസ് ആക്സസറി മസിൽ. ബ്രീതിങ് സമയത്ത് എന്ത് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, ആക്സസറി മസിൽസ് യൂസ് ചെയ്ത് ബ്രീത് ചെയ്യുന്നു വരുന്നു, വിച്ച് മീൻസ് ഹി ഈസ് സ്ട്രഗ്ലിംഗ് ടു ബ്രീത്ത്. ആൻഡ് പൾസ് റേറ്റ് അവിടെ മെൻഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു, BP ഈസ് ദെയർ, ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ ഇസ് ദെയർ. ചെസ്റ്റ് എക്സാമിനേഷൻ ഷോസ് വൈഡ് സ്പ്രെഡ് വീസ് ബൈ ബേസൽ ക്രെപ്പിറ്റേഷൻ. So in both his previous visit, he doesn't have crepitations. But when it comes to his third visit, he have bibasal crepitations, which means crepitations on both sides of his lungs. Okay? And the assessment says acute asthma. അയാൾക്ക് എന്തുണ്ട്, അക്യൂട്ട് ആസ്മ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് പറയുന്നു. ആൻഡ് വിത്ത് എക്വയറി ന്യൂമോണിയ ഇസ് മെൻഷൻഡ്. Treatment, Ventolin nebules, 5 mg. Review at 10:45. So he was reviewed at 10:45 at the same time. Same day il thanne 10:30 ke kandu and 10:45 also he had a review. And no improvement. Still obvious respiratory distress. Alke endu undarannilla, improvement onnu undarannilla. Ipparum obvious distress undarunnu. All right. Yes, so this is his condition. So അതുകൊണ്ട് refer to emergency department for acute management and investigation. With requiry, pneumonia is mentioned. So write a letter to the admitting officer of the emergency department, Newtown Hospital. This is all about the today's case note. ഇതാണ് നമ്മളുടെ ഇന്നത്തെ കേസ് നോട്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So I hope it is clear for you people. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കേസ് നോട്ട് ക്ലിയർ ആണോ? All right. Yes. So this particular patient, we collected some basic history and she had 3 visits, and in his last final visit her condition got really worsened and the patient has been referred to emergency department. For what purpose? For acute management and investigation. Okay. Yes. So my first question to you, you people with this particular case, notice whether it is a non-case or a non-case. What type of case it is? Non-case or unknown case? So you people can comment in our comment box what type of case it is, known or unknown. Yes. Yes, what type of case it is? Unknown case. Exactly. This is completely an unknown case. We are referring the patient to the emergency department, and we, in this particular case, we didn't get any kind of previous interaction with this admitting officer. Admitting officer ആയിട്ട് ഒരു previous interactions ഒന്നും തന്നെ എന്തില്ല നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഒരു particular case note-ൽ ഇല്ല. Clear? Now, the next question, what type of letter it is? There are 2 types of cases, known as well as unknown case. And there are 3 types of letter, referral, discharge and transfer letter. So what type of letter it is? Yes, all right. Shinu, Shiva, Neetu, Shiji, Nisha, Renu Rosario, Rina Biju, Gigi, Dini, Jama, Anju, Yemi, Ira, Janet, John, Jancy, Veena. Yes, very good. Unknown case. Yes, it's completely an unknown case. And what type of letter? Yes, exactly. This is a referral letter. Write a letter of referral. That is something that we have been asked. നമ്മളോട് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന കാര്യം തന്നെ എന്താണ്? This is going to be a referral letter. ഇത് എന്ത് ലെറ്ററും കൂടെയാണ്? Referral letter കൂടെയാണ്. And my next question, referral ANSI, be very clear with the spelling of referral. This is where something you people may come across with a small mistake. When it comes to referral, REFERRAL, REFERRAL ആണ് ഉള്ളത്. വേറെ എന്തില്ല? Double F അല്ല, but double R is there. Okay? Referred, preferred, transferred, in all these 3 words, not the F but the R is taking the double form, right? Double letter R is used, not the F. Okay? Yes, exactly. So കുറച്ച് പേർ എന്നോട് പറയുന്നുണ്ട് that is going to be a referral letter. Well done. But at the same time, this is an urgent letter as well. Have you noticed that part? This is an urgent letter as well. Refer to emergency department for not a normal management or investigation, but for acute management and investigation. എന്തിനു വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്? അക്യൂട്ട് മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഇൻവെസ്റ്റിഗേഷന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ പേഷ്യൻറ്റിനെ റെഫർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അക്യൂട്ട് മീൻസ് ഷോർട്ട് ടേം ഓർ ക്രിട്ടിക്കൽ മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ്, which means the situation is an emergency one. Exactly, emergency. So one thing that I wanted to convey to you people is refer to emergency department. Emergency departmental refer chedu, that doesn't show it's going to be an urgent letter. emergency department like we are referring this patient to the emergency department. This doesn't show that it is an urgent letter, but here the management, the purpose says he needs acute management of the situation. Acute shows critical management, a short term but chronic critical management. That gives it an urgent letter. That gives an idea this is an urgent letter. Clear ano? So we identified the fact that this is an unknown case and the type of letter is referral, but it is not a normal referral. This is an urgent referral. Okay. So shall we begin developing this particular letter? ഈ ഒരു ലെറ്റർ നമുക്ക് പയ്യെ ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്താലോ? ഇതുവരെ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഓക്കെ ആണോ? യെസ്, സരിത, ബിന്ദുഷ, ഷിജി, ബിന്ദു, റീന, ഷിനു, തമ്പി, ജാനറ്റ്, ജിജു. I'm sorry. I was having a slight issue with my throat. All right, it's clear. Now, let's move on to the first question towards you people. So, we are not going to develop the entire letter, but one by one, we are going to have a proper development of this letter. Okay? So, this is the very first task for you people. Idana ningakolla adithe task. So, what is going to be the correct date format for today's letter? So, patient 3 visit aanulladu. The first visit happened on 10th 9 2014. Second visit happened on 12 9 2014. And the third visit says that happened in 13 9 2014. These 3 are the visiting dates of the patient. And among the 3 or 4 option, what would be the right format? Edana right format edana? B. So everyone is going with B. All right. Yes. Definitely, you people can register your comment. I'm writing to refer Miss Clary, who requires acute care and evaluation. She's suspected to have pneumonia. Shiji, yes, I really appreciate that you you try to develop the introduction, but I would say this will be a small correction in your introduction. Okay, sorry, your correction on that, but definitely we can discuss that. Okay. All right. That's 3rd September 2014. Okay, so everyone is going with the option B. Yes, among the 3 options, what would be the right choice? ഏതൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് ചൂസ് ചെയ്യാം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ all the 3 format are acceptable in OET. OETയിൽ എന്താണ്? 4 ഫോമാറ്റും എന്താണ്? acceptable ആണ്. All the 4 format are acceptable in OET. But I would give you a clear distinction regarding this. Option B is considered to be the standard format. Option B ആണ് എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്? Standard format എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. That is the date in numerical and the month in words and the year is again in numerical. And when you write the name of the month, S should be in capital letter. S എങ്ങനെ ആയിരിക്കണം? Capital letter ആയിരിക്കണം. 13 September 2014. S should be in capital letter. All right. And option A and option C. So A and C options are accepted in body paragraph. A and C options എവിടെ acceptable ആണ്? A and C options are accepted in body paragraph. അതായത് സ്ലാഷ് ഇട്ടിട്ടുള്ളതോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്ലാഷ് ഇട്ടിട്ട് 2014 എന്നെഴുതുന്നതോ ഡോട്ട് ഇട്ടിട്ടുള്ള ഫോമാറ്റോ ബോഡി പാരഗ്രാഫിൽ എന്താണ്? acceptable ആണ്. ബോഡി പാരഗ്രാഫിൽ എന്താണ്? acceptable ആണ്. But still, on the letterhead date, as a letterhead date, we always suggest you people to follow the standard format. നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും നിങ്ങളോട് ആവശ്യപ്പെടുന്നത് എന്താണ്? Follow the standard format. And it is important to follow a unique style in our letter. നമ്മുടെ ലെറ്ററിനകത്ത് ഒരു യുണീക്ക് സ്റ്റൈൽ ഫോളോ ചെയ്യാനും നമ്മളോട് ആവശ്യപ്പെടുന്നുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ try to follow the same format throughout the letter. Throughout the letter, നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യാം? Same format follow ചെയ്യാം. So throughout the letter, this particular format would be the most accepted one. These A and C can be accepted in body paragraph. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ ഫോമാറ്റ് ലെറ്റർ ഹെഡിൽ സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഫോമാറ്റിലും ബോഡി പാരഗ്രാഫിൽ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ഫോമാറ്റിലും എഴുതാൽ ദാറ്റ് വിൽ എഫക്റ്റ് അവർ യുണീക്നെസ്. അപ്പോൾ അത് അവോയ്ഡ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട്. And see here, I have a doubt where we write this date. Is it in the top of the left corner? Exactly. In OET, we always follow a left alignment. And see, നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും left alignment ആണ് follow ചെയ്യുന്നത്. And we start an OET letter by mentioning a date. So this particular date has to be there in the top left corner. This is how we start an OET letter. Okay? And that is also the most preferred format is standard format. A and C can be acceptable in the body paragraph, but അങ്ങനെ സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഫോമാറ്റിൽ ലെറ്റർ ഹെഡ് എഴുതുന്നു ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ബോഡി പാരഗ്രാഫ് വി ആർ ഫോളോയിങ് എ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ഫോമാറ്റ്, ബട്ട് ദാറ്റ് മേക്സ് that lose a that makes difference in our uniqueness. Janet ma'am, if you write letterhead date in standard format and body paragraph differently, no, it's better to follow the same format. Go for the standard format as the letterhead date as well as the same format in body paragraph. രണ്ടും രണ്ടായിട്ട് എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ we will use the uniqueness, Janet. അപ്പോൾ my suggestion to you is letterhead date, go for standard format and follow the same standard format throughout the letter in body paragraph and everything. And when it comes to Jancy's question, I have a doubt if you follow B. When we write DOB, is it possible to follow this format? Yes, exactly. That is something that I'm going to come up with. And when you write DOB is part of letter only, right? Referral line is also the part of letter. There also, it's better to follow the standard format. DOBയിലും ഏത് ഫോമാറ്റ് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുക? സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഫോമാറ്റ് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുക. Is that okay, Jancy? അത് ക്ലിയർ ആണോ, Jancy? Okay. I hope I have addressed your question, Jancy. Yes? Okay. Coming to this option D. Coming to this particular option D. 13 September 2014. So writing the name of the month is acceptable. When we write DOB. Well, DOB choose ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ writing the name of the month is short form is acceptable if we are writing the DOB in a reference line. Reference lineൽ നമ്മൾ DOB എഴുതുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കിനും മന്തിൻ്റെ നെയിം writing it in short form is acceptable. പക്ഷേ there also my suggestion to you or our suggestion to you people is follow the standard format തന്നെ follow ചെയ്യുക. If someone approaches you people by telling we can write this particular short form, that is fine. Okay, അവരത് accept ചെയ്യുക because that is right. But still, we suggest you people to go with the standard format. Throughout the letter, standard format of date follow ചെയ്യുക. So I hope now you people got a clear idea regarding all the date format. Clear ആണോ എല്ലാവർക്കും? Any doubts? So option B is the right choice. Option B ആണ് നമ്മളുടെ right ആയിട്ടുള്ള choice because that's the right standard format. Try to write the standard format as in the letterhead as well as throughout the letter, even in the reference line or even in the body paragraph. Option A, if it is 2014 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഓപ്ഷൻ എയും ഓപ്ഷൻ സിയും acceptable ആണ് ബോഡി പാരഗ്രാഫിൽ, പക്ഷേ that will affect the uniqueness of the letter. And option D, the writing the name of the month in short form is acceptable in reference line. Reference line is acceptable aanu, but still go for the full form because that is the standard format. So do you have any doubt regarding the date part? Shall we move on to the next question for today? Yes. Moving on to the next question. That is, yes, Emmy, can I write the date after the address? Yes, Emmy, you can go with the address first, then go for the date. That format is also acceptable. date, then after address. Date, then go for the address. That is also fine. And if you want to write the address, then go for the date. That is also fine. Clear, Anu, Amy? And Janet is asking me A and C options also right. A and C options are acceptable format, Janet. That accept the format thanneyaanu. Pakshe letterhead date is always better to go with standard format. Okay, Janet? എപ്പോഴും എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക, ഒരു കാര്യം മാത്രം ബൈ ഹാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക, ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ഗോ ഫോർ ദ എപ്പോഴും സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഫോമാറ്റ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുക. സോ ദർ വോണ്ട് ബി എനി വൺ ടു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ അസ്. ആരും നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യില്ല, ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചെയ്യില്ല. ഇസ് ദറ്റ് ഓക്കെ, ജാനറ്റ്? Okay. Now moving on to the second question. This is the address part. The admitting officer at the emergency department. The admitting officer, the emergency department. The admitting officer, emergency department. And I'll show you the writing task once again. I'll show the writing task. Write a letter of referral to the admitting officer at the emergency department, New Town Hospital. New Town Hospital കൂടി വരുമ്പോഴാണ് the address part will be a complete one. New Town Hospital കൂടി വരുമ്പോഴാണ് എന്ത് complete ആവുന്നത്, address part complete ആവുന്നത്. Okay, so option A, the admitting officer at the emergency department, the admitting officer, the emergency department, the admitting officer, emergency department. Yes, what will be the right option? So Shiji says it's B, Dini goes with B, Himanshi says it's C, Gigi, Din, Janet. Okay, all right, so what's the right option, guys? C, B. So I am getting a mixture of both B and C. No one wants A. All right. The admitting officer, emergency department. Himanshi, that's right, but you don't need to put a dot after admitting officer. Yes, C varununda, B varununda. Yes, I'm getting mixture of answers, by the way, for B and C. Yes, C. The admitting officer, O should be capital, Janet, or should be in capital letter. The admitting officer at the emergency department. Option A is completely wrong. At the emergency department, department is in short form. Admitting officer at the emergency department, we won't be writing it in the single sentence. അത് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാറില്ല, single sentence എഴുതാറില്ല. Okay. And in option B, when it comes to option B, the admitting officer, that is correct. The emergency department, you don't need to add the emergency here because we only need to add the for the designation. Designation മാത്രം നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്താൽ മതി, the add ചെയ്താലും മതി. Okay, so അതുകൊണ്ട് എന്താണ് ഈ ഒരു ഓപ്ഷനും തെറ്റാണ്. And the right option is, yes, you people are correct, the admitting officer, emergency department, New Town Hospital. അതും കൂടെ വരുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ അഡ്രസ്സ് എന്താവും, കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആവും. ന്യൂ Town Hospital, the admitting officer, emergency department. All right, so option C is the right option. The admitting officer should be there. The emergency department namakku venda because that is in the second line. And third line, the admitting officer venam. We have to add the before the designation, not in front of the department when it comes to address. Address varumbo nammal the designation inde munnil add cheyum, department inde munnil add cheyilla. And the New Town Hospital. Okay, moving on to the next question. Here is the purpose word for you people. Assessment and management, assessment and evaluation, urgent assessment and management. What is the right option? Assessment and management, assessment and evaluation, urgent assessment and management. Yes. So you want to see the writing task? When it comes to the writing task, refer to the emergency department for acute management is there and investigation. Investigation part kuda avada parayunnundu. Investigation is nothing but assessment or evaluation. So everyone is going with the option C. Very good. Urgent assessment and management. Very good. Yes, I know you people are going with option C, A, B and C, but still I would suggest you people to comment the option. Hi Anson. Alright, so urgent assessment and management എന്നുള്ള വേർഡ് തന്നെ അവിടെ കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യാതാൽ നല്ലതായിരിക്കും. Okay, see, exactly. So, urgent assessment and management. Assessment and management in the plain ആയിട്ട് വരില്ല because this is acute management, which means it's an emergency situation. അതുകൊണ്ട് we are supposed to add that word urgent or immediate. What all word can be added there? Urgent നമ്മൾക്ക് എഴുതാം. Immediate can be also written. Immediate എഴുതാം. Or emergency. That is also fine, but the first option should go with urgent. Urgent use ചെയ്യുക അല്ലെങ്കിൽ immediate use ചെയ്യുക. Emergency നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്താൽ മതി? We can keep it as least one. Hi Anson. All right. Urgent assessment and management. So that is not option A because it's not a plain assessment or management. And option B, when it comes to option B, assessment and evaluation, both are synonyms. Assessment ennu parayunnathu thanneyaanu evaluation. Appo രണ്ടും കൂടെ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. We don't need to keep it in the introduction. Introductionil രണ്ടും കൂടെ പറയേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. Okay, so if you are using the word assessment in the introduction, you can keep the word evaluation for the discharge plan. Discharge plan is നമുക്ക് ഏത് വേർഡ് കീപ്പ് ചെയ്യാം? ഇവാലുവേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന വേർഡ് കീപ്പ് ചെയ്യാം. So if you are using evaluation in the introduction, urgent evaluation is also fine. So evaluation in the introduction, keep the word assessment for the discharge plan. രണ്ടും എന്താണ്? Synonyms ആണ്. You don't need to keep it together. Okay? And moving on. Urgent assessment and evaluation, Bindusha. Not urgent assessment and evaluation, but urgent assessment and management. Allah engil, what's the synonym for management, guys? Management in a synonym endana? Yes, assessment and a synonym is evaluation. So my question to you people is, what's the synonym for management? Management in a synonym endana? Treatment. Exactly, very good. Management, in another word that we can use for management is treatment. Yes, care is not treatment, Shiji. Care is something normally provided by the nurses. Here we are going with the admitting officer. So care നമ്മൾ പറയില്ല, management care യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷനിൽ മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ട്രീറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ് പറയും. All right. Okay. So നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? We identified the date, then we identified the address of the letter. Address നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞു, and we went with the purpose word as well. So നമ്മൾ എന്തൊക്കെയായി ഇതുവരെ? Date നമ്മൾ എഴുതി, and we went with the address part as well. നമ്മൾ എന്തും ചൂസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞു, address പാർട്ടും കഴിഞ്ഞു. So my question to you people is, what is the next part of the format? Date കഴിഞ്ഞു, address കഴിഞ്ഞു. What should come next? What should come next? Yes, datum, addressum കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ what should come next in our OET letter? Yes. What should come in our OET letter? Administer, note Sudesh. Datum, addressum കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ what should be the next part? Date and address is there. Salutation, exactly. Salutation is the next part. Salutation. So could you please tell me what will be the right salutation for this letter? ഈ ഒരു ലെറ്ററിനുള്ള right salutation എന്താണെന്ന് പറയാവോ? Yes. Because we are writing this letter to the admitting officer. Dear admitting officer, exactly. Hi Nimita, Babu, hi, welcome to the session. Yes, Roshi Raji Khan, very good. Yes, exactly. The salutation for Sajidar Ramesh, dear sir or madam, is fine, but still we do have a designation there, right? Admitting officer എന്നൊരു designation ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് പറയാം? So the better option, ഏറ്റവും best ആയിട്ടുള്ള option ഏതാണെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ, for the salutation, that I would say dear admitting officer. Yes, I hope you people can see the screen. Dear admitting officer. Dear admitting officer. Admitting A and O should be in capital letter, Shiva. Yes, Sarita, O should be in capital letter. Dear admitting officer, when we are writing dear admitting officer, D, A and O should be in capital letter. Okay. So we dealt with the date, address, salutation is also there. So what's the next part? What's the next part of the format? Yes. Hi Sujita, good evening. We shouldn't write, ma'am, we shouldn't write sir or madam. Sir or madam എഴുതിയാൽ okay ആണ്, but the better option would be, I would say, dear admitting officer. So if nothing is possible, then you can go with dear sir or madam. So if we already have a designation that admitting officer, so go with admitting officer. Yes, so what is the next part? Exactly, Shiji, the next part is reference line. അടുത്തത് എന്താണ്? Reference line ആണ്. Reference line is the area where we are going to mention about the patient for the first time. പേഷ്യൻറ്റിനെ കുറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് പറയുന്നത് എന്താണ്? Reference ലൈനിലാണ്. So here is the details regarding the reference line, and I want you people to write the reference line in the comment box. Comment box ൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക? Reference line ഇടുക. Yes. Yes. Reference line. Miss Mary Claire. Yes, reference line. I want you people to write it completely. Now comment how to write this. Yes. Referral, Miss Mary Claire. And DOP is not mentioned, only the age part is provided here. Miss Mary Claire, age 38. Bindusha, there won't be a full stop after Miss. Miss കഴിഞ്ഞ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്തില്ല? Full stop എഴുതില്ല. Yes, Ram, Priyanka, Sangeeta, Soja, yes. Miss Mary Claire, age 38. Yes, very good. Yes, I am getting options. You people are, I would say almost 90% correct, but in some options there are slight mistakes are there. So we are going to construct the reference line for this particular patient. Reference line start with RE. Capital letter R, small letter E. Reference line start with capital letter R, small letter E, and we are putting a colon over there. We are putting a colon, and this is the first area where we are using a punctuation. So we have written the date, address, salutation. In moon area we are not using any kind of punctuation, but when it comes to reference line, we are using a punctuation mark for the first time. Reference line ലാണ് നമ്മൾ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് എന്ത് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ഒരു punctuation mark യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So reference R and E should be there, then you have to put a colon. Semicolon alla colon. Then you go with the full name of the patient with title, because the patient is a major. Patient is major. Patient major ആയതുകൊണ്ട് full name of the patient with the title. That is Miss. Title എന്താണ് പേഷ്യൻറ്റിൻ്റെ? Miss. Here it is provided as Miss. Miss Mary Claire. പേഷ്യൻറ്റിൻ്റെ പേരെന്താണ്? മിസ് മേരി ക്ലെയർ. Then DOB is not mentioned. So we are supposed to go with aged. Aged വെച്ചാണ് നമ്മൾ പോകേണ്ടത്. So നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം? You can put a comma. Go with small letter aged. Then 38 years. ഇവിടെ എന്തും കൂടി വരണം. 38 years should be there. Yes, Danya. There are few people those who wrote it in correct way, but Danya, Nancy, there are few people those who have missed the word years over there. So ingane eluduvaanengil, if you are writing in this format, the year should be there. And another option is refer, colon, Miss. There is no full stop after the title Miss Mary Claire. Mary Claire na patient പേരിട്ടു. നമ്മൾ കോമ ഇടുന്നില്ല. വി ആർ ലീവിങ് എ സ്പേസ്, ഒരു 2 ഫിംഗർ സ്പേസ്, 2 വിരലിൻ്റെ ഒരു സ്പേസ് നമ്മൾക്ക് വിടാം. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ ലെറ്റർ AGE, ഏജ്, put a colon, 38 years old. എങ്ങനെ പറയാം? 38 years old. So if you're writing a small letter age, stop with 38 years. If you're writing it in capital letter age, you don't need to put a comma in front of that. Put a colon after the age. Here, see the colon, and 38 years old. These are the 2 ways that you people can write the reference line for this particular letter. And Himanshi, hi, thank you so much for your valuable guidance. I'm having an exam on 16th September. Oh, you're going to have your exam on this coming Saturday. Oh my God, Himanshi, thank you so much that somehow I could help you people with your preparation, and I genuinely wish you all the very best, because I badly want all my students and all the viewers of this, all my students to clear your exam in your earliest attempt itself. And I wholeheartedly wish you good luck, and may God bless you. Everything will be all right. Be confident and do your best and clear your exam and fly high with your dreams. All the best, Himanshi. So Nikita is going to have your exam on October 14. Okay, Nikita, all the best for you in advance as well. So October 14 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ we have almost a month. So ഈ ഒരു ടൈമാണ് നമ്മൾ ഏറ്റവും ഷാർപ്പായിട്ട് പ്രിപ്പറേഷൻ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, സ്ട്രോങ് ആയിട്ട് ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് along with smart work has to be there in your final month. അത് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. Everything will be all right after that. And most important part is be confident. Be confident with your preparation. Okay? So all the very best for everyone, those who are going to have your exam on this coming Saturday. Okay? So tight your grips and go for it. So reference line age nu എഴുതാൻ പറ്റുന്നത് ഈ 2 രീതിയിലാണ്. Okay? Miss Mary Claire, 38 years old. Can we write? അങ്ങനെ എഴുതാനായിട്ട് പറ്റില്ല ഉമ്മ. So ഞാൻ 2 options. I have wrote 2 options in the screen. So please kindly follow these 2 options. ഈ 2 options follow ചെയ്യാവോ? Because that would be the perfect choice. Okay? Can we write in next line age 38 years old? Definitely. If it is age Sudesh, yes, definitely. നമുക്കിത് വേറൊരു രീതിയിൽ എഴുതാൻ പറ്റുന്നത് CRE Miss Mary Claire. Then in the next line, right after the name, age 38 years old. So this one is also acceptable format. പക്ഷേ small letter age നമുക്ക് second line എഴുതാൻ പറ്റില്ല. If it is capital letter age, then we can keep it in the next line. തൊട്ടടുത്ത ലൈനിൽ എഴുതാം, in the very next line. But if it is small letter format is using, you are not supposed to separate it. I hope it is clear, Sudesh. Marin, me too, ma'am. Writing repeat exam on Saturday. Last time for writing only I got 320. All the other modules with B grade. Okay, that was a very decent score in your last attempt itself. So E Pravsham, may you clear your writing also with the high grade. മറ്റേത് C plus ആയി പോയി. ഈ പ്രാവശ്യം മെറിന് A തന്നെ കിട്ടട്ടെ. Okay, Marin, all the very best. Do well. And let us also know that you cleared your exam. Okay? Thank you. Sudesh, I hope I have addressed your question. Okay, so this is about the letter. So we have discussed the letter, and for this particular letter we dealt with the എന്തെല്ലാം കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ ഇതുവരെ ഡീൽ ചെയ്തു. We dealt with the date നമ്മൾ ഡീൽ ചെയ്തു. We dealt with the address part and the salutation as well. And when it comes to the introduction, we identify the urgent assessment purpose word as well. നമ്മൾ എന്തും ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്തു, purpose വേർഡും ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്തു. Okay, so right now it's 6:35 here in the evening. So for today we are going to wind up our today's live class. But see, I hope you people got an idea regarding the case note. കേസ് നോട്ടിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഐഡിയ കിട്ടിയെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. സോ നമ്മൾ ബേസിക് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ വി ഡെൽറ്റ് ഇൻ അവർ ടുഡേയ്സ് ക്ലാസ് ആൻഡ് ഓൺ അവർ നെക്സ്റ്റ് വീക്ക് ലൈവ് സെഷൻ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും, വി വിൽ ബി ഡെവലപ്പിംഗ് ദ എൻറ്റയർ കേസ് ലെറ്റർ. ഈ ഒരു കേസ് നോട്ടിനെ വെച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ദ എൻറ്റയർ ലെറ്റർ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും നമ്മുടെ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ. ദ എൻറ്റയർ ലെറ്റർ വിൽ ബി ഡെവലപ്ഡ്. ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ആൻഡ് ബോഡി പാരഗ്രാഫ് ആൻഡ് ഡിസ്ചാർജ് പ്ലാൻ വിൽ ബി ഡെവലപ്ഡ് ഓവർ ദെയർ. ഓക്കെ, ഇൻ കേസ് നോട്ട് ഇറ്റ്സ് റിട്ടൺ ഇൻ മോർണിംഗ് 10. She's weak and BO. Yeah, we can start with today's part. Yes, case note 10 a.m. and 10:45, no improvement, still obvious respiratory distress. Yes, we are definitely, we will talk on those particular part. Obviously it's an urgent letter, so we have to mention, start with the today's date itself. Urgent letter ആയതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ body paragraph today's date വരെ തന്നെയാണ് തുടങ്ങുന്നത് ഷബ്രീൻ. And we'll be continuing the rest of this letter in our upcoming session because the time limit is limited for us. That's why. So നമ്മൾ reference line വരെയുള്ള പാട്ട് ഈ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഡീൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. From introduction to discharge plan we will be dealing it in our next session. So keep on watching with us, and you people can take the screenshot of the letter എന്നിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക, write it by yourself. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിങ്ങൾ വരുമ്പോൾ we can have a thorough discussion with each other. എന്നിട്ട് അത് നമുക്ക് കറക്ഷൻ ചെയ്ത് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് പോവാം. Okay, so thank you so much. Because of some technical glitches, our today's class is not available there in our Facebook platform here, but we know that you people are waiting for us. That's why we at least thought of coming up with in our YouTube class, YouTube live. So the content there, those who haven't watched there in the Facebook, you people, it is available there in the YouTube. But next week onwards, there won't be having any issues. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your constant support, your suggestion, and your participation in the live through the comment section. I hope this is helping you people somehow. So thank you, and we will be meeting each other on this coming Monday with you people. Okay, and tomorrow we are going to have the reading live session by our dear Bindu ma'am. And tomorrow we are introducing something else for, as you know, a last minute preparation strategy for you people, those especially for those who are going to have your exam on the Saturday. So Himanshi parnu that she is going to have her exam on the Saturday. So it's last Saturday, coming Saturday, those who are going to have your exam on the Saturday, we are launching something for them, a last minute preparation for you people for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that as well. And another thing that is available in our YouTube and all our social media platform, that we are going to have a mock test on this coming Saturday. Coming Saturday as offline item, we are going to have a mock test so that you people can experience how the real exam goes. എങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ റിയൽ എക്സാം നടക്കുന്നത് എന്ന് എക്സാമിന് മുന്നേ തന്നെ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് we are planning to conduct. We are going to have a mock test, a free mock test on this coming Saturday, not only for our offline students but for all those who are coming out from outside as well. So the only thing is the link and the QR code, all those things are available in our pages. Go through the code, get the registration done. Registration നാളെ വൈകിട്ട് വരെ ഉള്ളൂ. അത് അത്രയും ആൾക്കാർ രജിസ്റ്റേർഡ് ആയ ആൾക്കാർക്ക് യു പീപ്പിൾ ക്യാൻ കം ഹിയർ ഇൻ അവർ അക്കാദമി. ഏതാണോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കൺവീനിയൻറ്റ്, ബോത്ത് തിരുവല്ല ആൻഡ് മാവേലിക്കര ബ്രാഞ്ചിൽ ഏതാണോ കൺവീനിയൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള, ഗോ ഫോർ ദ ഓപ്ഷൻ ആൻഡ് ഗോ ഫോർ ദ ട്രൈ. എക്സാമിന് മുന്നേ ഒരു റിയൽ ലൈഫ് OET എക്സാമിനെ ഫേസ് ചെയ്ത് പേടിയും മാറ്റി എക്സാമിന് പോവാം. ഓൾ റൈറ്റ്, താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്. യെസ് സരിത, യെസ്. All right, so thank you everyone.